So today what we're going to do is we are going to make a server out of this Zima Board 2, and we are going to see actually how many hard drives can it handle. First we need to go over a little history. So we have the Zima Board 1 and the Zima Board 2. And so if we look at these two, the Zima Board 1 is the 432 version and the Zima Board 2 is the 1664 version. Basically, the size is about the same. So if we look at the thickness, overall, the Zima Board 2 is thicker overall, but actually, if we look at direct thickness, the Zima Board 1 is thicker over here. So the setup of these two is about the same. So we have our power port, we have two USB ports, and we have two Ethernet ports on both of these. And we have a video port. Now the difference is these are upgraded, so these are 3.1 USB, and these are 2.5 gigahertz. On the side, the PCI slot has been upgraded on the Zima Board 2. So instead of a PCI 2.0, this is a PCI 3.0, and they're both 4X. So cooling wise, the Zima Board 1 had an internal fan. The Zima Board 2 comes with an external fan that you can add to it. It goes on like, it attaches like that on the outside. Software wise, the Zima Board 1 came with Casa OS, and the Zima Board 2 comes with Zima OS, which is like an upgraded version of Casa OS, and I definitely suggest updating to the Zima OS, and you can actually do that on the Zima Board 1 too. So power wise, the Zima Board 1 uses 6 watts, the Zima Board 2 uses 10 watts. And then the final difference is the Zima Board 1 uses a Apollo Lake quad core, and the Zima Board 2 uses the Intel N150, which is about 4 times faster than the Zima Board 1. One major difference is on the Zima Board 1 has the plastic bottom. The Zima Board 2 is all aluminum, so that should have better heat disbursement. One of the things that I wanted to know was whether the things that I had printed for my Zima Board 1 would fit to the Zima Board 2. And actually the hole placements are the same and you can attach things to it. The only difference is it uses these star screws, and so it comes with 2 little screwdrivers to do it, and so make sure you don't lose those from your box. And the other thing is it comes with extra screws. And so why you need that is the screws here are shorter than the screws in the original Zima Board 1. And so you need those extra long screws to actually screw in your accessories. So now for the next part, let's actually start to make a server out of this, and let's see how many hard drives we can add. So this comes with an internal eMMC, which it has the Zima OS on it, and you can install different OSs on there. We're going to stick to that for right now because we're just going to see what we can add to this. And so I have a Zima OS, basically hard drive adapter, so it has 2 hard drives, and it has the PCIe extension. And so basically what I can do is plug in the PCIe card or port there, and so on the side here, now I can stick a card in this PCIe slot. We're going to need that in a few minutes to add a PCIe card to add extra hard drives. Okay, so I have 2 4 terabyte hard drives installed. And then all I need to do is actually uh, attach the cables. So let's do that for the two hard drives. First thing we need to do is plug it into the Ethernet and then the power supply. And that's going to spin up. It takes a few seconds. Okay, so our Zima board 2 is started up, and if we go over here to Zima OS, in the center here we can see that it's found two new devices. So those are our two 4 terabyte hard drives. And then what we'll do is we'll click Manage, and you can click Create Storage right there, Start, and Combined, and we can do RAID 1. Click Next, and we can see there are two hard drives. So we've added two hard drives. Let's see if we can add some more. So first, we're going to have to do some tearing apart and to get some parts for the next stage of this. Although I do have one thing already. So one of the things we need is this PCI adapter card. So it's a PCIe to SATA adapter. And we can just quickly install that once I turn the power off here. So first thing we need is we need to harvest some parts. And so one of the things I need is this drive bay. This is a something or another. It has 3 drive bays. So then we can add hard drives. And then finally we need a power supply because the Zima board itself can't supply power to all those different hard drives. Next, what we'll do is we'll take our PCI adapter. We'll stick this into the Zima board expansion port here. Start adding hard drives. So we'll start with 1, or actually, nope, we'll start with 2. So I have this cage that was for a different Zima board. So we're going to use that. We're going to plug some hard drives in, see what happens. And we actually have to plug the card into the slot in order for it to work. I actually missed. And so next we need to add in the power supply or power to these two hard drives. So again, the Zima board 2 only has the 2 slots, or can power 2 hard drives. So this board itself can do 6, so we need that power supply that we just took out of the old server. And here you can see it's a EVGA 600G plus. And it is very old. I don't know how old it is, doesn't say on it. But it's in really good shape still. Okay, so now we have the 2 hard drives attached physically to the Zima board SATA card, I should say, and then the 2 hard drives attached to the power supply. And then, so how we'll turn these drives on and off is with the power switch here. So let's plug in the Zima board and let's see what happens. Okay, it's starting to boot up. So let's turn on the hard drives. And the hard drives are not booting up. So I think on this power supply, I need to have it connected to a motherboard for this to work. So we need to figure out something for that. So Okay, so two things. So one is I found out that I knocked out the hard drive power supply here. So we got that plugged back in. And next is, so to make this work, I have this power supply tester that basically I got about when, actually I got this when I first started this channel quite a long time ago. So I think I used it for the first video because the power supply died. And so what we're going to do is plug in these cables, see if this will then power up those hard drives. Okay, so we have our third extra, or fifth, no, two, well, if we count the internal, so I think we're, let's see, so how many hard drives do we have now? So we have the internal eMMC, which is about 50 gigs, I think, something like that. We'll look again in a second. Two 4 terabyte drives here, two 4 terabyte drives here. So we have 4, 5, and so now we're going to add a sixth one. So let's plug that in. And let's turn everything on, see what happens. Okay, now we can see we have 5 items here, so let's take a look. And so there we have 4 terabyte, 4 terabyte. I just added a 12 terabyte, and there's our 2 more 4 terabytes. So next, what we're going to do is I have 3 hard drives in here, so we're going to add those next. So that will be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus the internal one, which would be 9 hard drives. Let's see how we do. Okay, so let's plug these into the board first. Okay, got those all hooked up. Next, we want to add some power. It's getting very messy in here. Okay, and now we're going to turn everything back on again, plug that in. And then turn this on. Okay, now if we look right here, you can see we have 8 items. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus the internal hard drive, we have 9 drives. We'll click Manage, see if we can see them all. And so here we have 2 4 terabytes, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 terabytes, and 2 more 4 terabytes. So now this little pocket almost, Zima Board 2 has 56 terabytes of storage, and we can use it as a server. Now, right now, I'm not putting these in arrays because it takes like forever to make an array, like 24 hours at least. But we will maybe do that. But the next step, I think, is seeing how much I can fit into this 1U case. And so I should be able to do this right there. And so that's 3. And then each one of these go in the front. That's 4. So that's 7 hard drives. we can fit this. This cage is too thick, so I think what will be limited to 7 hard drives here, maybe with a SSD if we want to do that. So if you want to see me do that, make sure you like, and down below put a little thing, say, hey, I want to see that. I think this is 2U server with the Zima board too. So that's it for today. Hope you found this helpful. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.